In an era where everything is shared on social media and everybody's telling you every move they're making and they're making big announcements and you know what I'm talking about. Today I'm going to talk about the other option, which is to move in silence, which honestly sometimes can be a lot cooler. Happy Frugal Friday, K-Squad. Today we're talking about the strategy of moving in silence when you're trying to reach your financial goals. In fact, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you my results of the 12-week money saving challenge that we've been doing since August. Some of you have been sending emails to me and updating me with what you've been doing, but for the most part on the channel, I haven't even really been talking about it. I've just been keeping my head down and taking care of business. You might think this might even be an odd topic for me to talk about since I am on YouTube and I'm often sharing lots of my progress and information and tips. However, there is a lot to gain sometimes by moving in silence and not announcing your every little everything. In this video, I'm going to share with you some benefits of moving in silence. In the words of the notorious B.I.G., number 2, never let them know your next move. Don't you know bad boys move in silence? Take it from your highness. Wait, what is moving in silence? Some of you might be wondering. Moving in silence is taking actions and steps to work on something bigger in your life without announcing its progress. Why could this be beneficial? Well, the biggest one, in my opinion, is you've got to protect your enthusiasm when you're really excited about something. Not everyone is going to share your vision. And when you do share it with them, kind of like even just with us in the frugal community, when we tell people that are not interested in this kind of stuff or haven't experienced the results that we have started experiencing through frugal living, they can be very discouraging. They can say things that are negative and get you down and actually completely change your mind about the goals you have because you're letting that negativity in and you might just think, oh, this was a bad idea. Or, oh, yeah, you're right. I'll never make that happen. Or, oh, yeah, I'll never be able to pull that off, which is not true at all. So you've got to protect this enthusiasm and don't tell anyone. You know the feeling you have when you first start a relationship and nobody quite knows what's going on yet and you're super into each other and you haven't had anybody ruin it by telling your family something bad that happened or your friend and they're telling, oh, well, he should do this and she should do that. And it's before all that starts and it feels so good and it feels kind of elite and special and protected. That's kind of how you can move in silence when it comes to your money and your financial goals. You don't have to tell everyone until it's done. When it's a done deal, then you can share what you did and how you got there. But don't let other people fumble you up by telling them before you've done it. Never tell the story until you feel the glory. The second thing I love about moving in silence is the cool factor. I think there is nothing cooler than when you haven't seen somebody in a little bit, they've been kind of quiet, the next thing you know, you see them and like maybe they've been working out and they're fit as heck and they look strong and healthy and energized and you're like, wait, what have you been doing? Or one of my dear friends not too long ago reached out and was like, hey, Kate, I would love it if you would want to be part of my book launch. Robin, what? Your what? Your book launch? You finished your book? Robin is one of those friends in my life where we could not speak for 3 to 6 months. And then when you talk again, it's like we talked yesterday. And I've known that she's been working on this book. She has this incredible story. I will actually leave the link down below in the description because it's amazing. I didn't know she had actually finished the book. It was ready to come out. The digital copy was on Amazon, ready for me to read. Ah! How cool is that, girl? You wrote a book, didn't tell anyone, and boom, now we get to read it. All that work behind the scenes. And I mean, What's cooler than that? One of the big things I want to just make clear that in my mind, actions speak way louder than words. People say frugal people are cheap. I'll tell you what's cheap. Talk is cheap when you've got nothing to back it up. A lot of the time, people will prematurely start spouting off, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and look for this. And then they lose their drive along the way. Again, sometimes you just talk too much and you don't do the thing, and then it feels like a big failure when you didn't do the thing. So why not just keep your mouth shut, get it done, and then tell someone later? That cliche saying, let your success be the noise. But seriously, let your success be the noise. It doesn't have to be your mouth running about the stuff that you didn't do yet. Do it. Then we'll talk about it. Now, I'm not saying if you have somebody that you can confide in and that is encouraging and you know supports you, that you can't tell them. If you've got that person, then yes, then it might be safe to be sharing these things. But if you know the people in your life that are going to be like, oh, no, you can't do that because X, or oh, that's never going to happen because, and you guys know, you have these people. Don't tell them. Share it with the people that you know have your back and or the people that are going to help you reach the goal, the people that actually have done the thing you're looking to do, the people that have the knowledge to help you get to the next step. These are the people that are not going to drag you down. They're going to lift you up and they're going to get you where you need to go. Moving on to the money saving challenge results. So last year when we did this, I actually said this in the video. I'll leave the clip right here. Of course, while we're on this journey, you have the option to move in silence. Keep your head down, get it done, and then the next thing you know, poof, savings. And last year, I was kind of the opposite. I think I was kind of loud and proud about it. This year, I was just like, well, you know what? I'm just going to keep my head down. I'm going to work hard, and let's see what I can do. Thank you to everyone that's been sending me messages and letting me know what you're doing. And I would love it if you would put in the comments at the end of this what you were able to accomplish. There were many options, but of course you could go off the rails and do it any way you wanted to. The point was to save some money, to create some habits that were going to get you into position to save some money for the future for whatever you needed. And I can't wait to see what you guys came up with. There might have been many of you that weren't really talking much about it and you were just getting it done. So please let me know in the comments. So I was trying to reach the 1,200. That was my goal. But this feels weird even saying, but I actually more than tripled it. I was able to save about $4,000. How did I do that? I just did all the tips that I talk about on this channel every single week. All the frugal living tips, all the budgeting tips, all the savings tips that I share with you every week, I just implemented them. And I was able to set aside $4,000 for the future. It's really incredible what we can do when we just put our head down, go to work, get stuff done, take the actions, not just talk about it. We're going to talk about stuff, of course, because that's what we do every week, but you don't have to tell everyone around you what you're doing. Try moving in silence and see how you feel at the end. There's this quote that I love. It says, move in silence, only speak when it's time to say, checkmate. Love it. If you want to share what you accomplished in the last 12 weeks, please leave it down in the comments. Now that it's said and done, we're not in progress anymore. It's over. How'd it go? If you want to participate in our next savings challenge on this channel, we're doing a no spend January. So after the holidays are over, please join us in January for a no spend. I'm going to leave a video right here at the end if you want to check out how no spend January goes, kind of like what are the rules, what are our common practices for no spend January, if you want to pile up some cash come the new year. If you've ever moved in silence and you've reached a goal and didn't really tell anyone, please let us know now that it's done. What did you do? And how did you feel? If you like this kind of content, please hit subscribe, smash the like button, and hit the bell so you're notified each time I upload. See you in the next video, everyone. Bye.